I'm Mark, this is my wife Toni, my sons Albert and Howard, and our dearly beloved Mr. Winston. We've just uprooted our lives from the UK to Abu Dhabi, and we're going to share that journey with you in a series of videos. So stay tuned and follow us for more information, tips, farewells, emotions, and mistakes. And laughs. Lots of laughs. We'll see you soon. Okay, we're back. We've just popped out for some food with the boys. We've come to Al Reem Mall, which is one of many malls in this area where we're living in Abu Dhabi. Toni and I were just going to have a couple of words about why we left the UK. So I'll start, shall I?
Yeah, you start.
All right, cool. Permission granted. So for us, I think there's many reasons why we wanted to leave the UK. We didn't really want to leave because we love our country, we loved our home and friends and family. Everything was great. But we did feel and had been starting to feel over the last certainly 12 to 18 months that things were just getting a bit mundane, hectic, expensive. You know, there's all the stuff that everyone sort of can get bogged down with in life. And we just wanted to try something new, I think, and just be together, hang out, spend more time together as a family, do more trips away together, experience new places, new cultures, food, all that good stuff. So that's it for me, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard leaving family behind. Originally, when we came up with the idea, it was just like a conversation that we had. And then the more we thought about it, the more we thought, "Oh, well, why not? Why not try it? You know, what an adventure for the children, whether or not it's for 1 year or it ends up being a lifetime change. It's just something different to the norm." And I always think that, you know, most people you just live every day as normal, whereas we wanted just to do something different. Once the seed was planted, we kind of were both on board with the whole thing, weren't we?
Yeah, and it was a seed that grew into quite a monstrous plant, if I'm to use a metaphor.
And a shock to everybody that knew us, because we just, you know, we stay in the background, we just get on with things, and then all of a sudden we were announcing that we're going to move to a country we'd never visited at that point.
Well, not this emirate
No.
specifically, but we knew it well enough to make a fairly informed decision. So not totally blind, but pretty gung ho. And yeah,
I think everyone was in shock at first, wasn't they?
yeah. Well, they probably still are, as much as we are.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just moving house and moving countries. There's so many practical things that, like, overwhelming amount of stuff and admin and points you've got to cover just to do this. You know, moving house, selling house, moving businesses, setting up new businesses, changing schools, healthcare, pet relocation. I mean, there's just such a vast amount of things that you have to consider.
And in no
do.
particular order, I guess. It's like when we first thought, oh well, let's do this. It's like, well, where do you start? It's difficult, isn't it?
At the point of what you're saying there is right. At the start, you don't know what the order is, but there absolutely is an order, and that's, you know, kind of what I'm hoping to achieve from this series of videos, is to help dispel some myths, pass on some really useful information and learnings that we've had, and, you know, frankly, has cost us a lot of time and effort and money wasted, and putting this into this sort of series is going to be of real value to people. And if this was available when we were looking, then we would have known that A plus B equals C, and you've got to do X, Y, and Z in a certain order. So yeah, that's where we're coming from, really. So all good. So we'll have a chat with the boys now, and we'll spin it around to them and ask them from their perspective what it's been like. Okay, so over to the boys, and we'll start with Howard. Howard, what did you think when your old man turned around and said, "Oh, by the way, we're moving to Abu Dhabi"?
Well, it didn't feel real, really. Mixed emotions after it sort of settled in. I was felt a bit uneasy about it because I didn't know what to expect, and I also felt a bit excited because I knew that it meant that we'd have lots of opportunities, and I'd be meeting new people. I'd be surrounding myself with people who might necessarily push me to want to do more.
What about leaving your friends behind in the UK?
It was sad, but I had a good group of friends, and before we left, we had a nice gathering, sleepover, and I said my farewells, and they all wished me the best. And my best friend, he's going to come over.
Yep. And what about since you've been here? Have you managed to make any friends?
Yeah, I've made about 6 in the first 5 days, I met about 3 who have come on to be friends that I go out with regularly now. And I've met a few other friends at the park who every time I go there come by and they recognize me and they say hello. So I suppose that's quite nice because I didn't expect it to be so fast. I was meeting so many people.
Cool. Same question for you, dude. What did you think when mum and dad said, by the way, we're thinking about moving to a new country and it happens to be in a really hot place called Abu Dhabi?
I didn't really believe it. I thought I was in some sort of dream. I tried pinching myself to find it was real. I was quite saddened because I'd have to leave all my best friends behind.
Yeah.
And most of all, I made a good group of friends as well, and I was always the leader of them.
And do you think you'll be able to do that same thing here?
Probably.
And how do you feel about the weather?
The weather, I mean, it's good, it's hot. Yeah, Winston's struggling. We have to get a cooler thing on him. And my favourite thing, it's pretty much everything.
What about the pool, the games room?
Yeah, it's good. The pool room, the pool's just the perfect size for me.
Right.
Oh!
Moving on. All right, so now let's talk about life now. And obviously we've not been here a long time yet, but we've been here long enough to go out and about, experience various things. So you want to kick off? You want to start?
Well,
Early
what's
days.
amazing is when you open the curtains first thing in the morning, the sun's shining, and that feeling of what's today going to bring, what experiences. That's why I open the curtains and just have a real overwhelming feel of peace.
There's quite a lot that pleases the eye, let's put it that way. So first of all the Emirates, the ones we've been to so far, so Dubai specifically and Abu Dhabi where we're now living, are insanely clean. Like, you go into a toilet and the toilet tissue is folded like in posh hotels, just in mall toilets. And
well, it's like you're the first person who's ever been in there.
yeah, it's
even though
insane.
you're in a mall and thousands of people have been in there.
So
it's
clean.
just not that, it's the people. Everybody's so friendly, helpful, passionate. Everybody's got
All the staff, people that work in the shops, like, it reminds me of the good old days of walking into Curry's, when before it was Curry's, I can't remember, it was something else. Anyway, when you go and somebody in that shop would know, and he or she would be an expert on their section of the shop. Everyone wants to sell you something in the right way in the shop. They want to help you. They want to delight their customers, and I think that's a really novel thing, and I've really enjoyed that.
It's just nice to bring your children into an environment where people care and people want to help, want to serve, and not just serve, people want to be there, whether it be somebody who's cleaning an elevator or somebody who's working in a shop or somebody who's running a business. People
All the
actually,
lifeguards.
Yeah, everybody wants to be here.
Yeah.
And it's a really positive environment to raise children and for them to see.
A lot of challenges to get here. We're here, it is early days, but it feels like the right move. It feels natural. I do feel like I'm settling in and it is becoming home. Yeah, excited for the opportunities. There's a real buzz and a real vibe about the place, you know, from an energy perspective. Everyone's just like, I hate to say it and be corny, but like growth mindset. It is just that. Everyone is wanting the best for you, for them, for the family. Safety's unbelievable. Streets are clean, shops are clean, food's amazing. Everything is really good value for money. There are huge costs as well, so we'll go into that in other videos, but ultimately you get what you pay for, and I'm really happy that I'm here, and I hope, well, you tell me, Howard or Albert, like, what's your vibe? How life now for you? Are you sharing the same?
Yeah, feels happier because for me in the UK, I like to be out and about, but a lot of the time it was rainy and cold, and that was for most of the year. So I feel like here it's nicer because on the night time I can go out, stay out until even into dark and feel safe and feel like I've got a sense of freedom.
Yeah, well, you've been out a lot. So
Yeah.
Howard's got an e-bike, or got an e-bike, for his 15th birthday, which we celebrated over here, which is also cool. That's a first for a family. And that's opened doors because boys like toys, and you know, he's made mates that also have e-bikes and e-scooters, and there's like a little crew that go around with helmets and safety gear on, I might add. And he's out, you know, on the weekends, and certainly because it's the summer holidays, we don't bat an eyelid about him going out at 7 o'clock in the evening, coming back at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It's quite normal, and all of his friends and families, that's normal to them. We can track him obviously on all the usual stalking
We
apps.
don't need to.
We don't need to. We know
We
he's
don't need
safe,
to.
and we're
And
really
all the boys that is hanging around with and the children that we're meeting are all very respectful.
yeah. We've met them all, haven't we? And they're all, they shake your hand, call you sir. I mean, not that his other mates didn't, or kids in the UK don't, but the level of respect, it's just a nice place to be. And this is life now. Like, are you cool with it?
Yeah, I'm very cool with it.
Yeah.
It's just like in UK, if let's say we want to go on a bike ride, we can't. We have to go like at day, because at night most crimes happen at night. But as well as for here, you can go down at night. It's so safe. We can just walk around in malls.
Yeah, the boys go off on their own, haven't you? You've been on a few adventures, going getting crepes and hanging out in shops and so
From
on.
a mum's point of view, though, it's
Hey.
from a mum's
Normal.
point of view, so that you know, to be able to not worry and know that your children are going to be safe and there's going to be other people looking out for them as well as you, to know that they're going to come back on time, knowing that where they're going, whether it be to the mall or anywhere else, it's safe. That means more to a mother than anything.
Yeah.
Having safe children.
Yeah.
That's it.
Agreed. So I think we can wrap it up there. Not forgetting Winston. So Mr. Winston, who you've already met, he's had some stresses, but now he has totally made himself at home. Bed hopping, he is the king of the castle, and he loves it. And he's made friends as well. So all good. So big thumbs up from all the Watsons. So if you're considering coming to the UAE, don't forget, follow us, like it, subscribe to it, and stay tuned for more content.